Marriage is a beautiful thing. Age shouldn't be the most important factor, but choosing the right person should be the most important. On this video, I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons of getting married young. Hello, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Precious. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Press that red button at the bottom of this video. Press it. It's free. Please subscribe, share, like. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you'll be one of the first to get my videos as soon as I post them. When it comes to marriage, what do you call young? Who do you classify as being young? Different people classify young based on different things, based on their belief, their tradition and upbringing. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be classifying young the age of 19 to the age of 24. That is what I'm going to be classifying as young. Personally, I got married young. I got married at the age of 21 and I've been married for over 10 years. Thank goodness for that. I've been married for over 10 years. It's been beautiful. It's been a very beautiful journey. It's been a very good journey. I would not change anything because everything I've learned being married has actually made me who I am today. So this video I'm going to be talking about I'm going to be talking based on my experience, the experience of friends, families, and from what I've read, the pros and the cons of getting married young. Let's not waste time. Let's go straight into it. The first pro of getting married young is you have low expectation. So for someone that married really young, the person doesn't really have any expectation as much because you don't have as much experience as you would have or you should have because of your age. So because you have low expectation, you don't have experiences in life that would be able to mold your expectation for someone else. So what happens is that you're able to cope, you're able to manage, you're able to endure more, you're able to be patient with your spouse. So that's really a good pro because for me, I just fell in love. I just loved my husband and I didn't really have much expectation as to how he is supposed to behave, how he is supposed to act. I just love him, and it's in a way it's actually made me who I am today because I've been able to endure more. I've been able to be patient with him. If probably I knew what I know now, I may not be able to endure as much as I endured. I may not be able to be patient with him as much as I was patient with him. So getting married young with little or no experiences, it's a good thing in a way because you're able to be more patient, you're able to cope, you're able to manage. But there's a con as well, that a disadvantage to this, because if you're unlucky, you might get married to someone who is very abusive because you don't have any experience, because you don't have anything that tells you what is really wrong in marriage or what you shouldn't take in marriage. You may begin to endure abuse, you may begin to manage abuse and cope with abuse, which you shouldn't do because it's wrong. But because you're young, you can't really tell the difference between abuse and someone who is treating you right. The con, I would say, is that someone might be abusing you without you knowing that it's actually abuse. That is a con of getting married young. Another pro is that you're more likely to marry someone who you're highly compatible with. According to a research article done by Evelyn and you on demographic research, they actually found out that people who get married early are likely to get married to their par, likely to get married to the people they are compatible with most. The reason is because most of these people, they just go out of college, and if you get out of college, you're most likely to marry someone you went to college with. So they spent like few years with this person as friends and they end up getting married. So they are most likely to actually get married to someone they are very compatible with. Another research also found that people who stayed longer or a bit older before they got married, they were actually waiting to get the right partner or waiting to get the best. But unfortunately, they don't know that while they are waiting, those people who are actually good are taking off the market. So it's like leaving a product that is very good in the market until you go and find it. something that is good doesn't last long. It just gets taken by somebody else. So if you're staying longer because you think you want to get the best of the best, you may want to reconsider, because the longer you stay, the more likely that the good guys or the good girls are going to be taken by other people. And a con of getting married early is, so as a young couple, imagine you get married early, like at the age of 20 or at the age of 21, you may find it very difficult to get or find friends that are also married at that age. So most of your friends are single. So it's very hard for you to get friends that are married. So when it comes to socializing, you become a bit, you can't fit in anywhere, because the married people are older than you and the younger people are not married. So that's a con you want to think about if you want to get married early. Another pro of getting married early is that you have more sex. Comparing it to your mates that get married a bit older, you have more sex. This is according to a research done by an Indiana university. I'm going to be putting the link down so you can have a read. It says that when you get married early, you have more sex. I can tell you, I have had a lot of sex. And if I want to compare it to my friends when we were at uni that are not married, they probably haven't had sex since then, because most of them are Christians, so they'll have to hang on until the right time for them to get married and have sex. So you cannot compare, because I have been having sex for over 10 years. So I think that is an advantage. You're going to have a lot of sex, like healthy sex, because even the people that are not married, that are single, if they even want to have sex, it has to go through a process. You have to find a girl or you have to find a guy that you're going to have sex with. It probably be a one-off something for you. But people that are married or that are married young, they just have sex. Ask anyone that married young, the person is going to tell you that they have sex. Like, sex is a big thing. Because they marry young and they are sexually active at that age, it's just going to be a big thing and a beautiful thing for them. And the con for getting married early is you begin to notice red flags. Actually, red flags that were there in the first place, because you got married early. And you know those times you marry early, you married because you're so in love with this guy, you're so in love with this girl. It makes you can't see. At that age, that's when they say love is blind, because when you marry early, love is blind is a real thing, because you can't see anything. So the con of getting married young is that down the line you begin to notice red flags. You begin to notice things that you should have noticed from the beginning or at the early stage of your marriage. You just start noticing it, and if you're not careful, it might lead to something more serious. Another pro of getting married young is you grow together. I can clearly say that looking back to when I got married to where I am now, I have grown a lot. Like, I have matured. I and my husband, we've grown together. We have matured together. We've had time. We made our mistakes. We've fought. We've done different things that every married couple do. But we did it while we were young. We had the time to make these mistakes. We've had the time to also correct our mistakes. But the thing is that when you get married a bit older, you may not have the time to make the mistake. How much more to even correct it? So we have grown. That's an advantage. That's a very big one for us. We have definitely grown together. But the con of getting married young is, if for any reason you find out that this person is not right for you and you decide to walk away from that relationship, what it means is that you've wasted like years of your life that you should have used to do something else. But I also have a feeling, I also think that there's nothing that you go through in life that you don't learn something. So even if you're going to walk away from a relationship that you've invested a lot of time in, I think you're going to walk away a better person. I think you're going to walk away stronger, because you know a lot, you've matured, you've grown as well. So it may be a con in a way, but it's also a pro as well. So another pro of getting married young is, as a couple, you're able to manage your finances better. So two people, if you're lucky, you get married when you're both working and two incomes are coming into the house, you're going to manage your finances better. You're going to have more money, because at the end of the day, you're paying one rent or one mortgage. Comparing it to someone that is single, that person is still going to be paying almost similar to what you're paying as a married couple. So I think it's an advantage because your finances works better, like especially when you don't have children at that time, you're able to manage your finances better. But the con, I would say, is that if you get married young and you're both not working, you're just financially unstable. So I don't even think it's a good idea to get married when you don't have a job or a source of income. Or if you get married or one person is the person who is earning and the other person is not earning, it's a bit of it can cause a bit of a strain in your finances, because that one income is not supporting two people in the house. So that is a con of getting married young. Another pro of getting married early is it's easy to have children. So if you get married early, and if for any reason you're struggling or you're finding it difficult to get pregnant, you have the time to actually go through the phase of treatment, compared to someone who got married, let's say at the age of 40, only for you to find out that you have problem, you can't take in or you can't get pregnant easily. At the age of 40 and finding out you can't get pregnant easily, it's just difficult, because when it comes to this fertility treatment, it takes a while to actually go through the phase of treatment. So if you're 40 and you have to go through this treatment for 3 years or 4 years, you've lost 4 years. But a younger person who just found out that he or she can't take in immediately would not bother as much, because he or she knows that he has time to actually go through this phase of treatment. So I think it's a big pro, to be honest. Another thing is that when you have children as a young couple, you have that energy, you have that strength to be able to carry on, play, run around, do things with your kids. But if you compare it to someone who is 45, 50, you may not have the energy as such to be able to run around the park, run around with your kids in the house. So I think that's a big pro for getting married early. But a con is that you just lose your freedom, because I know when I got married, there's so many, in fact most of my friends were not married. Most of my friends, in fact, I don't think I had any friend that was married when I got married. So, and it made me like whenever they're going for like events, they're going out as singles, it was hard for me to actually join them. So I lost that freedom. I didn't have freedom anymore. I had to like always, as a married girl, had to always do things that works for my family and not just do things. So I lost that freedom. So that's a con. So marriage is a beautiful thing, like I said. Get married to your friend. Get married to someone you love, someone you care about, someone that you have so many things in common with, and someone you think you can spend the rest of your life with. I don't think age should be the factor when it comes to getting married. I think finding the right person should be the most important, because at the end of the day, this is someone you're going to be spending the rest of your life with. Whether the person is old or the person is young, it shouldn't really matter. It's the memories that you build and you share together that is what is the most important. So please guys, I know that there are people out there that have actually met someone that they love, but they just bothered about the culture, the beliefs, what people will say about them being young. If you found someone that you think is perfect for you, I am telling you that I married early. I got married early. I found my husband and I knew that he was the right person for me, and I decided to go ahead and get married to him. So if you found someone that you truly care about and you know is perfect for you, you're financially okay to get married, why not just go ahead and do it and spend the rest of your life with someone that is your friend, someone that you care about. So thank you so much for watching my videos. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please, before you go, if you haven't subscribed to my channel and you love my videos, please, you want to press the red button just at the bottom of this video, and you want to hit the notification bell so that you'll be able to get videos like this as soon as I post them. Thank you so much for watching. Be grateful, be positive, and be yourself. Have a great day.